Just got back from having coffee with someone. Actually, technically, this is tea from Starbucks. I have decided I don't really like Starbucks coffee, so why do I keep drinking Starbucks coffee? And I'm trying to reduce my caffeine, so I'm actually trying the green tea substitute. We'll see how that works. This one's pretty delicious. It's a little green tea, mint, citrus thingy. I don't know. But I want to talk to you about the coffee meeting that I just had and how it sort of had me thinking all the way back to the office that this person will not be successful. And I got to tell you the reason why. And they may see this, and actually this will not be new news to them because I shared with them. They are spending a crazy amount of time having coffee meetings with people to pitch an idea. And the idea has potential, but they don't have a plan. They don't have a plan on how to take it to market. They don't have a plan on how to develop the sales conversation around it. They don't even understand what they need to be doing to serve up pricing when asked. And the thing that I asked them is, as they explained, they'd had maybe 10 coffee meetings planned for this week and about 20 that they did last week. I asked them if they had all gone about like ours had, right? A little bit of a pitch of the idea, where it came from, the inspiration, a lot of storytelling. And at the end, like, what do you think? Would it be successful? And I said no. And I saw that they had this like very confused look on their face. And I said, I'll tell you the reason why is you spent 25 minutes talking without really asking any questions, without really seeing if I was tracking or understanding what you were trying to share. And although I get the concept of the idea, you also never once asked, is this something you would use? Is this something you would apply for your team? Is this something that you think you've heard enough that you would find value that you would write a check for this? Do people write checks anymore? I don't know. Anyway, never got to that point. And I said, so one of the things that I think that you're doing is that you are validating the concept, the idea, so that you can build your confidence. But that is a dangerous place to be stuck at. I call it sort of sales neutral. And what I mean by that is that it's easy to get validation for people that'll actually be a warm audience. Oh, Steve, that's a great idea. That sounds beautiful. Yeah, fantastic. This is exactly what the market needs. But you never ask them to invest a dime. You never go and say, okay, great, would you buy it? Would you sign on the line that is dotted? Will you take the step forward to be one of my early customers? Never asked that, never had a contract prepared, didn't have any sales literature or information. It was all in theory. And I see this in a lot of startup entrepreneurs is that they get stuck in this rut of ideation and they get out and have a lot of conversations with a lot of people and everybody wants to be nice. Everybody wants to be supportive, especially your close friends or reasonably close business colleagues. They're never going to tell you your baby is ugly. And let's be honest, most babies are ugly. And most startups start out ugly. They have to go through a maturation process. And the only way you get to that maturation process is by finding customers, which become users of your product or your service, and soliciting the feedback for them to tell you how ugly your baby is, but that they'll continue to use it and be patient while you're putting better things towards making the whatever better. The reality is, as I asked this person, I said, about how many coffee meetings have you had since this idea sort of got rolling? And they had lost count. And the reality was that if every one of those coffee meetings went exactly like the one did with me, they missed an opportunity. Let's say they've had 50 coffee meetings. You had the opportunity to have 50 early adopter customers if you just had the balls to ask. But they didn't. Even when I pointed out the fact that they didn't ask, they didn't come back full circle, which tells me two things. One, they lack the confidence in what they're building, which gives me even less confidence in what they're building. And two, they aren't really committed yet. They haven't reached that desperation point where they actually have to get money to produce this. And the more that I dug into that, the more that I realized that a lot of what they have is in concept. It's not actually been coded, it's not been developed, it's not actual physical product that a user could have. So what I explained to them is that their pitch to get the meeting with me in the first place was under false pretenses. They indicated they have a product that is ready to launch and ready to go to market. And I asked them, if I gave you money today, could I have the product this afternoon? And the answer is no. When could I have it? Tomorrow, next week, next month? And they did not know because they weren't that far along. And the reality is, that's okay. That part is okay if you set that up. I want to tell you about an idea. I'm looking for early adopter customers. I'm looking for people to help through commerce, through a transaction of sorts, help me get this thing funded with this level of guarantee or this commitment to give you your money back if I don't hit these milestones or these targets. And believe it or not, even though I shared this, nobody at this point had said it. I even asked them and they said, no, nobody, everybody's been really super positive. This is like the first time I've had anybody be negative. And I'm like, I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just trying to be a realist. You need to stop having meetings and either put that effort and time towards building the product so you've got something to actually show, or you need to start asking people to invest in the concept and have more than just a verbal pitch. I don't know that they left the meeting super enthusiastic that they met with me. I hope that I left them with a positive impression and I gave them some, I think, good, actionable next steps. And I'm doing this out of the kindness of my heart. I'm not charging them for that. But they still, at the very end, failed. And I'll tell you why. They failed because even after telling them that, they failed to ask the all-important question. Would you do business with me today? I don't have the product. I don't actually have something to show you, but would you be willing to put forward your commitment, even if it's just a memorandum of understanding with a commitment on some commitment future dollar amount for this product? That would have been more, and they would have walked away with a little bit more than, hey, good job, it sounds good, let me know when it launches, I'm gonna be there for you, which means I'm not gonna be there for you because you're probably never gonna launch it. Yeah, I don't have to worry. They still missed the boat. They missed the opportunity, and it drives me absolutely bonkers. Why am I not as keyed up as I normally would be over something like this, which was, at the end of the day, somewhat of a waste of my time? Lack of caffeine. This green tea might just actually have that meditative, chill vibe for me. I don't know, maybe. We'll see. Ask for the business every time. What will it take for you to sign on the line that is dotted on the paper that I brought for you to do that? You don't do that, you don't make nothing happen for your entrepreneurial venture. It just doesn't work. No bueno. So, there you go. Go out there, make a difference in the world. Make a difference in someone's life, even if it is a struggling entrepreneur that doesn't know what to do next. You helping them will help yourself make a difference in the world. And that's what it's all about. Ripple on.